Hello, Dave Finale here from Century 21 UDAN Realty, located in Bergen County on the Boulevard in Hasbrouck Heights and on Union Avenue in Rutherford, New Jersey. We're here to talk about local market statistics. But before we do, let's talk a little bit national stuff. I'm sure in the news we're all reading and seeing and hearing that things are getting better. Homes are selling, inventory is low, and there's price appreciation. That's true nationally, but locally here in New Jersey, it's really not as true, okay? But don't let that affect your decisions because things are getting better. Interest rates, historically low rates. Remember, the interest rate is a factor in the cost of a home you are buying. So let's move forward, but let's talk about one other thing first. When we talk about a normal market, the normal market is defined as 5 to 6 months worth of inventory, an appreciation rate of 2 to 3%, and it takes anywhere between 100 and 120 days to sell a house. So keep that in mind as we move forward with the rest of the numbers. Okay, so Hasbrouck Heights. Hasbrouck Heights, a good year. No appreciation, but no loss in prices either. So you had an average price that stayed about the same, and you had a median price which stayed the same. 8 months worth of inventory. Nice, stable town. Lodi, interesting town. Interesting town in that single-family homes do not sell well, but two-family homes do sell well. There was a decrease in price of 7 to 10%, depending on average to median, but 21% more homes sold. So that's a good thing. And they have 10 months of inventory. Going to Woodridge. Woodridge, another stable town. Yes, there was a decrease in median price and stability in average price, which is a good thing. 5 months of inventory. Carlstadt. Wow, what a stable town. It has been traditionally over the time we've been doing these reports for about 2 years. You had more homes sold. You had an increase in average and an increase in median price. Median price, 2%. Good sign. So Carlstadt is stabilizing really well. You look at East Rutherford. East Rutherford, to me, is an anomaly for the year 2012. They had large decreases in average price and in median price. So why did it happen? Don't know, because it's surrounded by Carlstadt and Rutherford. So let's look at Rutherford. Rutherford had a great year. Rutherford really is stabilizing. Rutherford was a trampoline town where it wasn't doing well and was really kind of like fading. And it didn't make sense. Why? Because of its commutability and all that stuff. But Rutherford had a really good year. They had an increase of 3% of average price and a 1% increase in median price. And it took 17 less days to sell a house. That's a big number. So things are really looking good. So that's why East Rutherford doesn't make sense, because it's surrounded by both Carlstadt and Rutherford. So anyway, so that's southern Bergen County. So let's look at what's going on in northern Bergen County, okay, as a comparison point to southern Bergen County. Now in Paramus, we have few less homes sold, a drop in average price and median price, both 3% drop. In Ridgewood, you had a 1% drop in average and a 2% drop in median price. Median is a more important number to think about. In Wyckoff, you had 6% drop in average price and a 6% drop in median price. What does this show you? Well, if you remember what I said before, there's a lot of good things going on in southern Bergen County. Carlstadt, Rutherford, Hasbrouck Heights, Woodridge. A lot of great things going on with numbers going up or not changing where there's no, depreciation. In northern Bergen County, you've got the opposite occurring. While there still are homes selling, and it takes a lot less time in northern Bergen County to sell a home, and we're talking a difference of, let's say, in southern Bergen County, 100 days to northern Bergen County, 70 to 80 days. That's a big difference. However, the prices are lower. Now, that could also have a lot to do with homes being on the market a long time. And wait a minute, they've just said 80 days. Well, a lot of these homes are relisted because they're overpriced to begin with. And I call that northern Bergen County has what's called the trampoline effect. Trampoline effect, in my definition, my phrase, is really simple. There's a lot of people with homes on the market, and there's people that still want to be in that market and live in those homes and live in those areas and those towns. So they're going in and making lowball offers. Some are being accepted, some are not. But there's more being accepted now than there were 2 or 3 years ago because, A, people just want to get out, or people just want to cut their losses and move. So what we have overall in Bergen County are really, really good signs. And remember, this trampoline thing I talked about did happen in southern Bergen County 6 to 12 months ago. So northern Bergen County is a little behind because of the higher price. The best place to buy a home today in Bergen County is in the southern half. That would be Rutherford, that would be Hasbrouck, Woodridge, Carlstadt, East Rutherford, Lyndhurst, great towns. Lyndhurst I missed, so let's go back to Lyndhurst. Lyndhurst, stable, about a 1% drop in price, which was really good for that town and what's going on, and only 6 months of inventory, and 100 days to sell a house, 106 days to sell a house. So if you compare that to northern Bergen County with all the other towns, you've got a lot of good things going on. For more information on everything I've said, and maybe I said it too fast, call one of our great agents at Century 21 Dan Realty. In Rutherford, the number is 201-939-2224. In Hasbrouck Heights, the number is 201-288-5533. We guarantee our customer experience, and you'll enjoy working with us. And we have the knowledge and the technology tools that no one else has. Thanks so much for your time. See you next month.